Welcome back, guys. We are going to rattle, and I mean rattle through these sales because I'm desperate to show you what's behind that door now. It's nearly complete. So let's quickly run through these screenshots on screen as we go. The bear, I believe it's the bear in the big blue house, that was sold for £37. That was £1 from the charity shop. The Bloggy digital camera sold for £30. That was a £5 from the car boot. The satellite system for the caravan, that's £39.99. That was a £10 from the car boot. The Sony Hi-Fi, that was a side of the road find. People put stuff out for free. I picked it up. That sold for £32. The Ninja coffee machine, bought for 18 quid, sold for £35.19. That had a bit of damage that I didn't know about when I bought it. A Roku remote control, one of my old ones, a £5. Desert Storm for the Mega Drive, sold for £9. One pair of my Air Force Ones that were up there, kicking about. They've sold for £27. They were both a £5 a pair. There's two of them sold. The walking stick, the carbon walking stick that you saw me pick up at that random car boot that I went to, that sold for £26. That was £5 paid. Aladdin, this next Mega Drive game. Remember, all these are now been paid for way in advance. £10.39. Another shark body, just like the ones you see behind me. That has sold for £19.99. Now, the Scale Extric, the big Scale Extric set you saw me pick up, it wasn't complete. I knew it wasn't when I bought it. I certainly wouldn't have got it for a £5 if it was. However, I put all the bits separate on auction, and they're sold for £22 for one of the cars, £12.62 for another one of the cars, £10.50 for another one of the cars. The Trackall went for £11.50, and then the last car went for £14.56. So I think you can agree, splitting up and breaking down Scale Extric sets if they're incomplete and you get them cheap enough, ain't too bad. An air purifier I picked up from the charity shop, that wouldn't have been more than a few quid. That I sold for £15.99. Not the big ones, they're still down there. The next pair of Air Force Ones, £27.50. In fact, what did the last ones go for? £27. So £27 and £27.50 for tenner invested. The Uggs, which I believe I paid a £5 for, they might have been cheaper or they might have been more expensive. I genuinely can't remember. Sold for 25 quid. The Shark hose, one of the hoses, the vacuum hoses that I sell loads of, another 17 quid. The Solomon ski boots that you saw me pick up, they were 20 quid, I got them down to 18. They sold for £55.99. Sony Walkman for 8 quid, which was my personal one. And last but not least, one of the Malenko jacks, which is just sitting up there, £18.89. And that was a couple of quid pick up from the lady I bought a few bits and pieces from. Total sales for 10 days, I think it is, because we're on Tuesday. 7, 8, 9, 9 days. It's £472.92, £83 invested, total profit £389.92. Right, let's sack that off. Let's get you a little bit further away so you can see how this is progressing. We're nearly there, guys. We are nearly there. So on this side, as you can see, so the back wall there, that's fully insulated top to bottom. You can see the last bit of ply lining I just need to do in the top there, but as you can see, the insulation. The light you can see coming through the top. I'm waiting for an Amazon delivery today of 3 packs of expanding foam, so we can go all around the tops, all in the nooks and crannies and the bits and pieces. There's now another shelving unit, as you can see right there, which is housing all of my packaging. There are my drawers just down there, which have got all my spare remote controls, cables, etc, etc. All packaging. Some shelves which go right up to the ceiling. And just in case you're wondering, I'm 6 foot and I'm nowhere near touching the ceiling. So we've got some real high ceilings in here. That then is all packaging once again. And then if I pull back just a little bit, you will see the double doors that still need insulating and plying. Insulation, so expensive. I'm just waiting to get it through like Facebook Marketplace or people that put stuff up for free and what have you. And then the ceiling, that's also going to need, sorry about the light, that's also going to need all insulating and then plying over the top. We've still got a lot of ply left. And then there's my media area. What do you think to this, guys? So there was, you'll have to let me know what you think. Them flashing lights are doing me head in. I don't know which one it is. So yeah, so essentially I got a load of wallpaper from a charity shop for £1 a roll. I used the whiteboard backdrop that I used to take my photographs here as part of the wall, so that's now secured and in there literally permanently. Bought a new table off Facebook Marketplace. I believe that was 20 quid or a tenner. They didn't want much for it, but it's a good one. I've got to sort the cables out because the power cable that comes to this end of the garage is tucked in that corner. That's going to be rerouted, go all the way across the ceiling, inside the ceiling, hello, come down, and then we will have a power socket somewhere around there to be able to power everything off. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Excuse me. So that's pretty much it. That's how we are, where we are, what we're up to. Yeah, let me know what you think. Listen, I was bored. Well, not bored, but it just happened to be there, so I just picked it up. And then, as you can see in here, this is now going to be completely segregated area, so we can close that off like that. All the back of this has still got to be insulated. We have got a bit of insulation left down there from the one I picked up, Facebook Marketplace again. But yeah, all that has got to be gone over. Obviously, I won't be insulating it in here. But now, whether you can tell or not, you probably can't. But I would say that 80% of what is on camera at the minute is totally untested, unlisted. I mean, look at the TVs, guys. I have got so far behind with doing listings, honestly, so far behind. And that little shelf down there is just full of G-Techs that I'd forgotten I'd even bought. And there's another two there. So yeah, so we've got a lot to do. All coffee machines and stereos in there. There's stuff on here that you haven't even seen me pick up yet because I haven't done the video on it. But yeah, we've got all sorts. So right, listen, I've got... by tomorrow morning, if this dries up, because it is miserable out here at the minute, if it dries up by tomorrow morning, I will have 3 car boot sales, and this video you're watching now that I've not even edited or put together yet. I've been so busy doing this that it's been a bit of a whirlwind. And we'll come back in here, look. Yeah, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. It's taken a lot longer than I expected to do this, and the reason being is because I had so much stuff. So I'm having to move stuff from one side to the other to then do that wall, and then once that wall's done, everything's got to come off this wall and go to that wall so I can do that one. And yeah, and then you're in and out of the garage tripping over stuff. But I think in my headspace now, this is going to work a lot better for me, simply because everything is so much more organised. Once this is all plied and completed here, there will be another shelving unit here. And that will be the items that I will list for the next 2-3 days, and I won't stop until I've worked through that shelving unit. Then that can go back out there to where it's going to be to stay until somebody purchases it. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Good, bad or indifferent. I know some of you are probably going to think it's a complete waste of time, but if I'm going to be in here in the middle of winter and it's going to be freezing cold again like it was last year, genuinely I couldn't feel my feet or my hands when I was in here trying to do stuff last year. And now being part-time, I've got to provide that money, that wage, to be able to pay the bills. So yeah, so let me know what you think, guys, and yeah, I'll see you in the next 3 car boot videos that I've already got. Bye bye.